Hello everyone, Randy here playing Farming Simulator 22 on Frankenmuth, Michigan, and this episode we're going to be continuing to plant soybeans, and I say continuing, everyone, because between episodes here I went ahead and did a live stream, everyone. We finished up the cornfield, and then I also, in that live stream, started on the headlands here on the soybean field. So the headlands are all done at this point, I think anyway. I'm pretty sure I got them all. So we just need to start going up and down the field. So it actually shouldn't take very long at all, everyone, to plant this field. And again, we got the John Deere 8R370 with our John Deere NT1775 planter here. Almost out of seed, so I think we should probably fill this up here first before we get started. So let's open that up. Also, Evan, the dealer brought a little something over here for us to try out. Now, you know, don't hold it against the dealer, Evan. I know it's red and all, but, you know, I suppose, everyone, I mean, it's red. You think it actually can plant anything, everyone? I don't know. What do you folks think? I mean, it's even got a red tractor pulling it, everyone. At least I think it's supposed to pull it. Are we supposed to put a green tractor in front of this to actually pull it, I wonder? I bet you that's how you're supposed to do it, because I don't think that red tractors can pull anything, can it? Anyway, for those of you, joking aside here, for those of you who didn't see this, by the way, this is on the official Farming Simulator mod hub. The Case IH early riser planters, everyone, have been released. 12 row, 16 row, and of course, Evan, what we have here is the 24 row. Say we got a 24 row John Deere, so got to match a 24 row case planter to go with it, right? Yes, very nice. I believe this is custom. I think this is custom modding. I think. Don't quote me on that, Evan. I believe they were the ones working on it. I didn't actually pay attention to who actually was the mod author when I downloaded this. But anyway, yes, looks very nice. Definitely has some options on. Actually, you know, let's just pop it open in the shop here real quick, Evan, before we go any further. Let's see what's here. We're on the Case IH brand, so we should be in here somewhere. There we go. So, yeah, there they are, Evan. All three planters, the 12 row, 16 row, and 24 row. For this all on 30-inch. Wow, $150,000 for a 12 row planter. Well, that's actually interesting. Looks a little weird there. Like, kind of empty, right? Now, this one definitely has a longer toolbar, though, don't it? Just interesting when they have such a long space in there with what seems kind of short. I don't know. Anyway, that looks weird. You know what? Let's go to the 24 oven. A lot of different options on these seeders, by the way, planters. The one thing I did do on the planter we have, everyone, the standard working speed, it says is 8 miles an hour. I did bump it up to 10, because say 10 miles an hour, high-speed planting, right? I know the Team Red, they probably don't even know what that thing is, you know, high-speed planting, right? Okay, am I being mean on Red? Probably. Wing options, you can add weights, hydraulic cooler. We, of course, got that. We blinged our model out, everyone. I didn't put any numbers on it. Didn't see any sense doing that. Bulk fill scales. I'm not actually sure what that changes. I didn't really... Let's see what's here. I guess it changes something. I'm not entirely sure... Oh, okay, I see it adds a monitor up here. That's what it is. There it is. That's what it changes. So just a monitor, you can see what's in the tanks, I presume. Then you can go down, supplement buckets. I don't think that does anything in this mode. I believe if you go down to here and change that, which we'll get to that here in just a minute. You also have the option 2-point hitch. That connects to the 3-point, by the way. It's a 2-point hitch, because it only connects to 2 of the attachers on a 3-point hitch, right? Hopefully that makes sense. It only attaches to the actual, like, the lift arms. You don't have the actual top link 3-point attached to that. And then hoppers and tanks, Evan. So this is where that other option comes in handy. So supplement buckets, I believe anyway. Maybe not. Okay, not actually sure what that supplement bucket is for then, everyone. I thought that was maybe for that one, but nope, that doesn't make sense. So supplement buckets, I don't know. Not sure. Also option here for a liquid fertilizer here as well. And then bulk fill plus liquid, that's what we have on ours. So we can put fertilizer down with that one, everyone. Which, probably actually seeing as how I've already got the field partially planted, it'd probably be a better idea if we did not do that here. But that is an option. We'll see once maybe in a future field when we can do that. So supplement buckets, I'm not, like I said, not sure what that actually adds, everyone. Oh, supplement buckets. Okay, that's what it adds. So I don't know, what, hydraulic oil and empty bucket, I guess. There you go, a supplement bucket. I was thinking maybe I haven't had something to do with the hoppers here, like hopper extensions, but nope, that is not what that does. Very interesting. I don't know about you folks. Does the planter not look weird without the main hoppers in the back? I don't know, it just looks weird, everyone. I wonder how much that, minus 23,000. I wonder if it says plus minus. Yeah, I like how it says plus and minus. That's kind of weird. Anyway, let's go grab some seed, everyone. Get both these seeders filled up. Actually, let's hop in here a minute. Do we open the covers? I presume we do. Maybe not. Is there something open, close? Nope, that's HUD. AI open, not seeing... Oh, please start the engine. I did, didn't I? It's not. No idea. Okay, well, we'll just pull up with the seed, everyone, see what happens. Okay, excellent. Seed is in the shed here. By the way, on the live stream, I went ahead and made some more seed as well. So our seed tender here is almost full. By the way, seed tender, again, that one is available on the official Farming Simulator mod hub. And that, by the way, is where you can get these case planters as well. They are on the official Farming Simulator mod hub. And the tractor, by the way, is just the in-game tractor, so... I was looking to see if I had a modded case tractor, but nope, I don't. At least not a large one anyway. I don't have a big one. So that's just the in-game one. Fortunately, Giants did give us some good tire options on that tractor, it seems like. Nice set of duals all the way around. Presumably the proper spacing. I'm not entirely sure on that one, but... For those of you maybe not familiar with farming, and or maybe for some of my European viewers wondering why we have, you know, the small, narrow little tires like that. I say small, they're really not that small, but the reason for that, everyone, is they are designed to fit between the rows on a row crop planter like this. So if you're planting corn and beans on 30-inch spacing, everyone, the tires are designed to fit between those rows. So you're not actually riding the tires on the rows of crop. I'm going to guess we have to open the covers on this somehow. I'm not entirely sure how. Actually, I wonder. Z. Okay. I don't know why, everyone. Seems like Z has been the common key for modded covers. Kind of annoying, everyone, because the default in-game is N. Which, by the way, of course, is what the John Deere uses there, but... And yeah, and a lot of the modded... this... Uninferth cart here, by the way, is another example. Z opens and closes that. I don't know why one. Like I said, kind of annoying if you ask me. And then, of course, it doesn't show up in the help either, which is even more annoying. I've actually seen a few posts about that on Facebook, everyone. People complaining about covers of various pieces of equipment not opening in bad mod. It's like, if the cover probably actually opens, it's probably, have you tried Z? Again, I mean, I don't know why mod authors are doing it that way. I presume there has to be a reason, but I don't know what that reason is, unfortunately, so... And like I said, again, it was just annoying that now you have essentially two keys that do the same thing. The one it doesn't tell you. And, of course, it's not the default one, so... Well, anyway, let's, thinking maybe we'll throw a hired worker on this planter up on this end of the field. We'll take the case planter down to the other end of the field, and I don't see why we don't have this field done here this episode. I think we can with two 24-row planters. Of course, then, that does mean the red planter has to work, which, I mean, it's relevant, so better set your expectations low, right? In fact, maybe we better just, put it back in the shed. Okay, set on soybeans. Ooh, that's a good point, Evan. Better make sure I set this one on soybeans. Before we know it, we'll be planting corn or sunflowers in this field here. Whoops. Oh, yeah, right. Z to close. Again, I'm not going to put fertilizer in everyone, because otherwise we're going to have like a mixed match of fertilizer on this field with what has and hasn't been done. So try to just keep it the same here. And then, like I said, next time around, we'll give the fertilizer a try. And at least when it comes to precision farming, and I'm just quoting what I've been told here, Evan, supposedly it's better if you put the fertilizer down after planting. I do want to test that, though, Evan, so don't maybe necessarily quote me on that one. That's just what I've been told by a couple of different parties. I do know at the very least, Evan, you want to put the fertilizer down once planted, or at least during planting. You don't want to, well, you can put it down before planting one, but to get the right application rate, you either want to do it while planting or after planting. Okay, that's an interesting fold down. I guess it makes it just a little bit narrower, doesn't it? Not by much. And given the width of the tractor, but I don't know that it would rightly matter. I wonder if that extra fold down is more for like a European transport option or something. Looks like the case has a very similar wheel setup as the John Deere NT planter. Again, the NT toolbars, I would have the wheels between the rows. The DB style, at least on John Deere's end, have the tires in front of the rows. Okay, let's get some GPS, which I, of course, made sure I had GPS put on this tractor. And we're going to do, actually, I think this is 90 degrees, right? I do believe it's 90. Oh, that's actually almost lined up perfectly. We're just going to shift that over here just a little bit. Yeah, we'll go with that. Actually, well, we should be good at one. I would say I might want to actually shift it over here a little bit more because I did this headland here by hand. Whoa, hello, that's why did it do that? That is rather interesting, everyone. I wonder why it is like putting a mulch texture down. I don't know on that one. I'm not sure because I'm pretty, I mean, like, yeah, if you overlap with the John Deere seeder oven, it doesn't do that. Now I'm curious, Evan, if I overlap this seeder, I don't know why that would make a difference though, right? I mean, in the game, I mean, a planter's a planter. Yeah, very, very interesting. Hopefully that doesn't have any, like, sort of serious effect. Actually, let's go check the map. What is this, Oh. What was I saying about crops, everyone? I thought I switched that. Nope, that is corn in it. Oops. Wonder if that's why. Might have learned some new game mechanic there. I don't know. Yeah, it will override it. Okay, good. We'll just go back over that. That's fine. Yeah, so it looks like anywhere this seeder overlaps, everyone, it is... Huh, very weird. Trying to go find out what's actually going on here per the... Yeah, it doesn't really show it anywhere, does it? So I don't know, Evan. I don't know why it's doing that. Weird. Well, whatever. Seems to be working per the map. It is planting. And wow, we're actually planting at 11 miles an hour. It was supposed to be 10. When I said it at, I think, was it 10? Whatever the 10 point something. Again, for those who don't know, even though you set your game to miles per hour, everyone, in the background, it still actually is working in kilometers per hour. It doesn't actually really sort of switch to miles per hour. It's still doing kilometers. It just shows miles per hour. And then it does the closest conversion to it. Which, for those who don't know, by the way, doing the math, everyone, there is almost, not quite, but there's almost 2 kilometers in a mile, so... Yeah, so this whole section here is going to get essentially replanted, I guess. Oh, you know what? I bet you I know what it's doing. Everyone, actually, that's interesting that it's leaving that texture to yet. Huh. Very, very interesting. Because this was already planted, everyone, it's acting like we're no-tilling into it. I wonder if that means we're going to have weeds in this section. One way to find out is hop out and see what it says, because it should tell us if it needs to be weeded or not. Speaking of needing to be weeded, everyone, I think I forgot to mention this last episode, but on field, was it field 9, it showed weeds, and then, of course, it has in the help tips what you're supposed to do about the weeds. Well, per that field, Evan, it said use a hoe. I'm like, a hoe? What the heck's a hoe? So I don't know, what is a hoe in the game, everyone? I'm not entirely sure. That's what the help tip said to use. Needs rolling. Doesn't actually say it needs spraying. Okay, so we might be okay. Speaking of rolling, by the way, I do actually want to roll this because we are planting soybeans. And that is something you would legitimately do sometimes in real life, or frequently in real life, everyone. The idea being, everyone, is you want to roll the field so it's as flat and level as possible, pushing down any clumps, rocks, stuff like that. Soybeans, everyone, are harvested close to the ground. And when you're running your header, hopefully relatively close to the ground, you don't want to smack your header on any clumps of dirt or stones that might potentially be sticking up. So you roll the field and try to push those back down in the ground, and just keep the ground as smooth and level as possible. As far as rolling goes, unfortunately, we're probably going to end up using an in-game roller. I don't think I've seen any good modded rollers yet. Unless, of course, you folks watching have seen one, in which case, if you could let me know, we'll maybe see if we can check it out. But otherwise, Evan will probably stick with the in-game rollers, which, I don't know, the in-game rollers, Evan, those are some strange rollers, if you ask me. Okay, anyway, as long as you're planting the same crop type, everyone, looks like the planter works just fine. That makes sense. So that's what was going on. Nothing to do with the planter here. It was just the wrong crop type we were planting on the field there. That being said, I'll say pretty cool. I like it. Very, very cool. Oh, they even have the fan inside the cooler animated. Very nice. And a lot of hydraulic hoses hooked up to the planter here, which, by the way, is what you would expect to see. If we go back to the John Deere, now keep in mind, this is made by Giants, so there's probably reasons for it, but if you look at the John Deere, what do we got? There's 2 there and 1, oh, actually, it's electrical, I think. I think that's an electrical. So we got 2 hydraulics, Evan, and 1 electrical. I very much doubt in real life, Evan, that's the number of hydraulics required for this particular planter. I suppose you could potentially set it up that way, maybe, but I don't know, but I doubt it. Usually most of them, they're like running the lift and lower function and the fold functions off of different hydraulics, right? Anyway, let's go to the other side here and we'll plant that little spot. Get across here. Yeah, we're good. And we'll start over on this side here. Seems that the GPS lines up. Yes, it does. So we'll keep it. I know we're overlapping a little bit more, everyone, but then if we keep with this GPS line here, it'll line up when we go straight all the way across the field. Okay, let's load up some comments here a moment. And that actually reminds me, I did actually download another roller mod. Let's see, is it actually here? Oh, no, it's just that one. Okay. I'm not sure. I don't know. Oh, I think they just upped the working speed of. Oh boy, look out. Might have got a little close to the ditch there, everyone. Whoops. Oh, I only did one headland pass on this side. I thought I did too. Oh. Oh well. By the way, I've been asked about the adjusting the working speeds on mods. I forget the name of the mod on that one, but it is on the official Farming Simulator mod hub. It's like working speeds or something like that, if I remember correctly. But yeah, you should be able to find it on the official mod hub. I have a really, really great mod for fixing Giants' stupidities, if you ask me. And even like this planter, I mean, you know, I didn't bump it up much, but again, a lot of high-speed planters, I mean, they can do about 10 miles an hour. They had it set to 8, which not exactly slow, but like, you know what? I think we can go a little bit faster. I don't see why not. Well, other than maybe the red paint, you know, right? That probably holds it back quite a bit. Anyway, to the comments, Anthony was saying, great video. Hey, thank you very much for that. Says, yeah, I always start my day off with your videos. When I work my regular job, I'd get up early to watch them every morning. Now I work for myself, but the routine is still the same. Well, hey, very cool there, Anthony. Very much appreciate your comment as well. Always enjoy reading comments like that, everyone. And of course, when he says early, I'm not entirely sure what it is for his time zone. But again, I do release my videos at 6 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So whatever time zone that is for you, they are released at 6 o'clock in the morning. Just the time I picked, everyone. So Hetro was saying, great video. The paint wear is really overdone. Yes, it very much is there, Hetro. I'd have to agree with that. Especially on some equipment, like we were talking about their last episode, everyone, with the John Deere planter and the, let's see, is this the one we need to do? I think so. I think we need to do this one yet, then come all the way across. Yeah, anyway, going back to the John Deere planter one, especially with the John Deere planter and its, let's see, it's closing wheels. Like, again, when they're like plastic. The paint's completely wearing off. There's no paint on them, everyone. Like, what in the world? Oh, well. Ethan was saying, I really like the John Deere 8RX. I don't know why, but the tracks look good on it. I'd have to agree with Ethan on that one. The tracks do look good on it. I think I like the 8R wheeled tractor better myself of them, but hey, nothing wrong with an 8RX. Like it too. It says the hood design on the 8R has always made it one of the worst looking tractors to me. Looks like it's trying to drive into the ground. Well, personally, I've always liked that myself. The idea behind that, by the way, to try to kind of get that low sloping hood is to give you better ground visibility. Kind of the idea behind it. I guess in theory it works, right? For those who remember some of the Massey Ferguson tractors, some of them tractors, I would say, have almost taken that to the extreme. Actually, I don't know. Are they in the game? Let's see once here. Oh, actually, you know what? Yeah, like the small tractor right here. One. I don't know if any of the larger ones are. There it is. Yeah, like if you look at that tractor, it's just, whoa. Right? And I know there's some other larger tractors that have that too, the Massey Fergusons. Panda was saying, found the Scrofty's Chris on the King Mods website. Ah, that's where it is. Okay. I'm thinking about it. I'll try to throw a link to that down below. See if I can look that up. I know a few people have asked where I've gotten that mod from. Again, it was sent to me by a viewer, everyone, so. Keith was saying, great video. I always start my day with an RDAllen video and a caffeine injection in one form or another. Oh, gotta have that caffeine, huh? Please consider the Middleburg, New York for your next series. Okay, Middleburg, New York. I know we played on, for those who remember, Georgetown, New York, back in Farming Simulator 19. That was a really nice map, by the way. So, Middleburg, New York. 6 off Diesel Rage was asking, are the ditches actually that deep in Frankenmuth? I can't comment on Frankenmuth, everyone, but at least in Michigan, at least in my part of Michigan anyway, yes, everyone, they are very much that deep. Like, you could swallow a whole tractor in some of the ditches we have here. At the very minimum, everyone, most ditches will probably swallow a car. So, yes, I would say the, again, I don't know about Frankenmuth specifically, but at least for Michigan, I would say the ditches are very realistic. Christopher was saying, good video. Thank you very much for that. Ohio Farmer was saying, haven't had the problems with the HUD, but most of my key bindings erased themselves. Oh, well, that's no fun. Speaking of the HUD, again, if anyone has any thoughts on that, for some reason, whenever I start my game, my HUDs are completely hidden. This is what the game looks like when I start. I don't know why. Like, there's no HUDs. I don't know why it does that. It does it when I join multiplayer as well, which is kind of annoying because at least single player, when I have the mod that allows you to hide and unhide the HUD. The problem is multiplayer, I don't have that option. And, yeah, I don't know. Weird. I just noticed it here, was it a few weeks ago when this problem started. Whenever I start the game, all my HUDs are hidden, which not necessarily a bad thing, everyone. It makes the game look kind of nice and clean, if you ask me. Nothing necessarily wrong with that. Be nice if everyone... Well, I guess it'd be nice if it wouldn't be nice, but it'd be nice if, like, GPS lines maybe showed up yet. Although I guess they wouldn't necessarily have to, because I can make a relatively good guess where they're at. I still like... Actually, what is the name of the mod here again? It's the, let's see what's here. Not the auto steer mod, that's the old one. But the way it works with GPS, where it automatically hides the lines after a couple of seconds, once you've taken the line off, or once you're locked on the line, it automatically hides it. Very nice. Like that feature. Be a good addition to a GPS or guidance steering, if you ask me. Okay, we're getting close. Like I said, I think we can maybe finish this field here this episode. If not, we'll be like within 1 or 2 passes, everyone. Can't quite see where the John Deere is on the other end of the field there, but... Kind of surprised when thinking about this that Giants didn't actually include any case planters in the game here. Kind of surprised by that. You think they would have. We got the large John Deere. We got is it Kinsey? I think the Kinsey is the same size, right? I think the Kinsey's also 24 row, if I remember correctly. Yes, it is. Yep. The 4905. The difference here is this one does support fertilizer, which I don't know why they didn't give us that option on the John Deere. Yeah, kind of weird if you ask me, but... Oh, we might be able to finish it up in the next pass, everyone. It's going to be really close. Either that, we're going to have like a little row of shame. What are the chances? Well, seeing as how we're at this end, we might just let the John Deere finish up the last pass. I think he's going to beat us to the end anyway, I think. Actually, it's going to be about the same, isn't it? Otherwise, we'll have to drive all the way from the opposite end of the field, so... Unless, of course, there's a narrow little row of shame. There might be. Looks pretty close, that one. It looks pretty close. There we go. Let's see. What's the verdict of it? Oh, there's going to be a little row of shame, isn't there? Okay, well, I guess we might as well make it past then, everyone. Someone's got to finish up the row of shame. We'll get it. And then once we pass the John Deere, everyone, we'll just finish up the last, what do we say, about maybe 3 rows in between there? That's better than 1 row of shame, I guess, right? Well, we're finishing up the last pass, everyone. A reminder, if you're not already subscribed, make sure you do that. Always very much appreciated. Hit that subscribe button, and make sure once you've done that, you click on that bell notification as well. That way you get notified when the latest, greatest RDAllen video goes live, which, as we mentioned earlier in the video here, should be 6 o'clock every morning. And then don't forget, too, everyone, down in the description there, you can find links to the rest of my social media channels there as well. Facebook and Instagram and all that good stuff. And then we also live stream as well. Link is down below for that too. That is over on Twitch, by the way, everyone. RDAllen on Twitch. Okay, playing chicken, Evan. We're playing chicken. How close can we get before we need to... Yeah, I think that's about close enough. We're just going to pull out of the way here, let the John Deere go past, and then we'll come back through, Evan, and finish that last little strip. Hopefully, he should keep on planting, I'm hoping. We'll find out. Hopefully he knows enough to finish that last little strip. Yeah, I think we're good, Evan. I think we're good. And then we'll finish the last little strip on this side. By the way, on the multiplayer server, we're currently on Green Valley, Nebraska. If you'd like to join us on there, anyone is welcome to join as long as you can play nicely, follow the rules. We ask that you please join us in on the RDAllen Teamspeak server. Again, the RDAllen Teamspeak server information is also down below. Okay, and there we go, Evan. Planting for this year in the game is finished. That is the last of it, unless, well, we do have field 23 down here, which has sugar beets on it, huh? I think I got a good, let's see, what do I got? A John Deere 2720 harvester that might work on that. We'll see once. We might throw something on that field, Evan. Don't know yet, but for the rest of our fields, Evan, that's it for planting for this year in the game. And I'll think about it off camera, Evan, if we're going to do anything about that field or not. We also need to come back. We'll probably do that next episode and roll this field. I do want to roll this field, Evan, because, again, it is soybeans. So, anyway, again, Evan, thanks for watching. You folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And till next time.